Right, so hello viewers and welcome back to Industry Empire here. I'm your host BBGChu and welcome to episode 3 of our Let's Try Inside the Game. And I mean we probably will be doing a few more episodes of this, seeing as how I find it pretty intriguing and again I mean pretty promising of a game. So I had some time to go over the first few comments growing inside the first episode's videos comment section there. And with that said, just a few things here and there about it. Quill18 has also released a bit of a let's try type of first impressions deal for this particular game, and with that said, he brings up quite a few valid points in the sense that yes, there are quite a few of these tedious bits of the game where you're just sort of trying to effectively sell things which you either have a ton of or a small quantity of to these different market orders here and there. Namely, as we've already seen here, we have some sort of like large monopoly on like eggs, I guess, or something along those sense, where we can just ship so many of these, and we're actually starting to run out of orders for eggs. So yeah, it's kind of an issue there, but for the meantime I see 3 more of these worthwhile orders, so we can send these off, and we'll just I think we'll take off chicken or egg production for now. So yeah, there's a few like minor things about the game like that, where you can produce just so many eggs, and I guess at one point some of these industries are a bit unbalanced. So for example, if you focused on eggs on a map that had a tremendous amount of people, you could get away with just effectively selling an absolute ton of those and really just banking on those solely. So yeah, there's a few things here and there that might be, I'd say, kind of alarming with the game. So that's that, but I think that might be perhaps solved later on. Perhaps it might be better to say give the player the ability to start off where, you know, set how many people are present inside the little game world that you have here. Namely, because once these talents get growing, I'd imagine that it's much easier to sell off large amounts of stuff like that. But inside the meantime, I mean, we're building up our progress here in the form of this levels thing amongst other goods. So let's check out what else we can do. We can bring up this skills panel here once again, mostly because we have 5 unassigned points to spend here. And one of the things that I'd really like to get down and into is mining. So I'm going to spend all of these on this big shovel skill, which will give us 10% better mining speed. So that should bump up our mine here to something a tad more efficient, and now it produces 1.12 what is this, iron per hour, so that's a bit better. I set it so that we don't we won't be mining both iron and copper inside this mine, mostly due to the fact that I wanted it to conserve, or rather focus on one thing, just because I was under the impression that it's a bit more efficient like that. So yeah, that's one thing that I've been doing inside the meantime. Apart from that, I mean, we could just try to complete a few more of these market orders and really just go with it. I think that from the looks of it, I mean, they really seem to stress this type of, for lack of a better term, this type of persistent gameplay with the different levelings and all that. So yeah, that's just one concern there. Anyhow, I mean, inside the meantime, we can probably expand a bit further into the game. Namely, our geological survey building has plucked out 12 very viable sites from mines, and I see one with 11,000 aluminum from the looks of it. Yeah, it's this location right here. So I think it's time to perhaps expand our little band of private property, and what I can do here is that I can zone a sizable amount of territory that we want to buy. I'm just going to compare that with the size of the actual mine itself, because you can build roads everywhere, but however you can't build, say, buildings everywhere. So we'll need a tile that size. It'd be actually nice if you could just buy the amount of land equal to the building. I think that would be a nice option there, and I'm just going to buy it slightly larger than what it is for safety here. And what this will allow us to do is pluck down another mine, and from looks of it, yeah, that'll also give us another skill point, so that's kind of neat. And like I said, I mean, we can build roads from every place, so I think we'll just pluck that down, let the mine build, and we can effectively sell some more stuff out of there, and we can use that to bump up Big Shovel to the final stage, so 12% of a bonus, and that should make it so that we generate slightly more of these resources, so that's pretty good. Overall, yeah, my goal here is to hopefully grow Tannersby into a pretty large place, and I mean, overall, that's going at a decent rate there. Currently, though, I think apart from the chicken egg business, all we really have to do is just wait for some time, really. And again, yeah, some of the it's a simulator for one. And with that said, there will be well, to me, there will be some of these down periods where we don't necessarily do all too much of anything. Though you're free to disagree with me there. So yeah, we'll get this mine producing aluminum, and with that said, I'm going to let the game run for about a month, and I'm just going to let it produce the goods that we effectively want to sell here. So yeah, I mean, inside the meantime, I think one of the ways that they acknowledge that problem where, say, there's a bit of a delay in what you're doing by giving you the option of exploring the map and grabbing some of these boxes of bonuses. So, I mean, currently we have faster construction, more electricity being generated, that electricity generation thing twice, and from the looks of it, we managed to grab 2 of these faster production boxes. So I don't know if those stack or not, but hopefully if they do, that would be really nice. So yeah, that's that, and I guess that the game does, of course, reward you for exploring the map in that regards, although it could perhaps provide you with a bit of a faster way to do that. I'm gonna do the, I don't know what it's called, like the StarCraft 2 trick that I guess the competitive people use, and they just drag and hold the camera thing really accurately. And, oh wow, there are a ton of these boxes just thrown around everywhere. We managed to grab quite a few of them. Let's see. And I believe those boxes, they just spawn in locations pretty much, really wherever. And we got some logs off of that. We actually managed to just find, I guess, a nicely packaged bundle of industrial grade logs to pick up, and I'm fine with that. So we'll take that, and yeah, more resources are just being generated from these mines, amongst other things. That is probably one of the first perks to expire. These faster production ones will go in for quite some time longer, and we can just run the clock down there. Overall, I mean, for the game's price here, for 25 bucks, for what you're getting here, I think that, yes, I'd say there might be, say, a few issues where the game is a tad expensive. If they lowered it to a flat $20 fee, or, you know, a $20 cost, I think that would be where I'd say that this is a very highly promising game, though perhaps, again, I mean, these are simulators in the sense that they are indeed niche games. So that's that, and for something as cheap as, like, I don't know, maybe $5 to $7.50, it's one of the games that I definitely pick up immediately there. But overall, going back to the game, we ran down the clock by 16 days, so not bad. Some other perks have expired, some more of the faster production ones, so hopefully more of those have spawned. In the meantime, we've been accumulating quite a lot of iron over here, and of course quite a lot of aluminum over here as well. So in addition to that, we also got a nice stack of logs and amongst other things, and well, from the looks of it, Tannersby also expanded to 529 in terms of population. So they have a new set of city demands on it. Again, I want to grow this area because from the looks of it, every time we grow it, the more orders they send in, namely the more of these highly profitable or bigger in quantity orders they send in here. So that's that. And I mean, with our industrial backing here, for lack of a better term, we should be able to, yeah, just send them an absolute ton of goods at one time, and we should still be able to keep their growth high, really. So we'll do that. Don't have a shortage of eggs, and you know what? The main thing that they should really do is just overall making this orders system a tad less tedious would be really nice there. And we'll just get these other things too. Nope, that's the wrong mine as well. They should also highlight mines that just don't have stuff inside them. So we'll get all of these orders queued up. We can do... Nope, that is our only mining truck, so we can speed up the game here. let them get rid of whatever stuff that they have. Some orders here expired, but we're at the point where we don't really care about, say, the orders expiring, so we're now a big business. Customer satisfaction is really a big issue. We also have some of those logs and some of those cattle products. I'm gonna buy a wood truck, and oh, that's right, we already have an I think we have an animal truck so far. So with that said, now we should be able to ship these two goods. So we'll get, that's really odd. We should have a few units of cattle, but we can't ship it. Well, that sucks. I guess I just bought a truck for no reason then. Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of odd, how they've done how you actually move these objects, because I mean we picked up a few units of cattle and some logs there, and it would have been nice if we were able to satisfy those orders, because of course it does factor into how well the little town grows there. But I guess that's just well that really. Let's see. Hopefully this minerals cart will be finished doing its thing. Guess not. Oh, I see, the order expired, so that's just that. Oh well, I guess we'll cancel all of those, and we'll see what else goes on here. So, that, from the looks of it, fills a few of the different orders that they had requested, but not all of them. I'm gonna see what else we can pick up here. Mostly, I just want to fill up the aluminum orders that they've sent out here, is the big one. So lock in those two. And we'll send out a truck here in just a second. There we go, that's one. Do we have a second minerals truck? I believe we do, but I guess not. So yeah, that's that. I could also buy another one of those mineral dump trucks, because those seem to be high in use, especially now that we're getting further into mining. So we'll do that. And we'll let these ship off, and that should finish them off like that. Right, so that should be furthering at least some development there. We can also ship over some iron as well. Pick out one of the bigger orders that they have for iron over here. These two can go away now. Grab some of the iron, and we can also just ship that forwards. So yeah, just in general, from the looks of it, the game is set up to deal with really large numbers of these products. Just going off the fact that you have the options of 10,000 goods here to send forward to the marketplace. So that's that's just that. And now, now that we have a few decently successful mines, what I can do here is that I can, again, just really foster the growth of some of the nearby towns. But in the meantime, we can also move forwards to perhaps some of the bigger, more profitable ventures, short-term profitable ventures in the meantime as well. So, I mean, our mine here is, I think it'll produce, right around 24 units of copper or iron there per day. And over here, we should be producing a similar amount of aluminum. If I sort of mark it by quantity here, from the looks of it, iron seems to be really profitable, and potatoes seem to be also really profitable there in the southern market. Aluminum not so, but I mean it's a stable type of deal, so that's that. And from the looks of it, we crashed the chicken market or egg market for some time, because I mean there are no good orders available for those anymore there. So yeah, that's that. It would be actually really useful if they had some sort of AI manage scheduling orders and doing stuff there. And ooh, look at that, Tannersby increased even further, so now it's at 5,700 people. So its demands went up once again, so that's that. And I want to say that the map here changed, but to be frank, I'm not really sure as to whether or not it did or not. Anyhow, we can speed up the game timer even further here. And currently what I'm thinking of doing is switching my second farm here to doing potatoes, because that seems to be the prominent resource there. So we'll let it do its thing. Currently we're producing a lot of chickens, so that's good. going off of this resources and productions tab here, if my assumption is right here, we should be able to produce like almost 300 units of chickens here per hour, just going off of the fact that it requires one chicken to obtain this production speed. So I don't know if that stacks up or not, but I mean evidently it does, seeing as how we seem to have some sort of exponential chicken growth there, or egg stock growth there. So yeah, that is just another thing to take note of. I see actually another really prominent mine, although it's right inside our Heartland area over here, and another one as well. I'm trying to find some more of these mining areas to set up with, and unfortunately there just doesn't seem to be any particularly good ones. Yeah, our geological survey team has just gone bonkers with surveying practically everywhere, even the road. So I want to find a few more of these good mining locations, and evidently, I mean, it's a tad difficult in just finding one area that's not garrisoned by buildings, by stuff that we already have already. So let's see. The main thing is that, from the looks of it, iron mines are in the profitable group of buildings that we want to build now. And with that said, I would like to place down a few of those. This area seems kind of promising, but I fear that it's at the very edge of the map. I'll see whether or not we can perhaps incorporate it here. So the blue lines is the area where your two zones of property ownership cancel out like that. So we'll let that happen, and a secondary mine can be built. Attach this to the road, or combine this to our road network once again, and that will get things going, really. So second mine is done. We can hire 4 more people. That'll be that. Queue up iron as the good for production there, so it'll produce at 114 per hour. I want to check whether or not producing multiple goods at one time does indeed impact how well these things work. And yes, indeed it does, so that'll be that. In that case, I'm just going to produce iron there. So yeah, overall that seems to be going quite nicely. I'm going to take some time, hopefully find a few more of these bonuses. We got some sort of a flash gene type of thing here. Your plants will grow faster for 45 days, so that's pretty useful, especially for our business over there in producing potatoes and whatnot. Taking a look at the map once again, this is going to add quite a lot to the file size of the game video here. Don't seem to have too much luck finding those boxes anymore. Oh, there we go. And we found some wheat that time, so hopefully we're able to actually store it in that regards there. And I mean, overall, yeah, we're starting to produce a nice bundle of these different resources, so at least that's going pretty well. And yeah, tons and tons of iron being stockpiled up, and I think I'll switch production of Atu to iron here as well, just because we require a ton of it. So yeah, I can definitely see the argument in the sense that the game plays out quite slowly like that. Inside the meantime though, let's see, we can actually pull up our inventories listing here, fast forward in this panel, and I want to say that these will update as, in real time, so we can see how much iron we're building up, and in turn see perhaps when it would be a good time to sell off all those goods. So we'll let the game run for a bit of time. And I'm not really sure how this progress bar is measured in, or what it's measured in, so hopefully it's measured in just cash, and we just need a tiny bit more money before we advance to another level. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until it's the 10th of the month before doing anything in that regards. Ooh, 2 bonuses. We managed to get some aluminum and a animal truck, so at least I hope the trucks are at least objects that we can keep there, so that's that. It's kind of an odd game concept, if you will, just to explore the map and to pick up various bits like that, but oh well, hey, I'm not complaining about it. Right, So now that we have some of the goods available, or some of the goods stocked up now, let's see what we can do about perhaps offloading some of this stuff. I see a really lucrative deal here, Northern Market Station, 2,000 units of iron at 6.91. So this seems like a very lucrative deal. We'll cash that in, and we'll pull that up in the orders panel here. We have a few days to do it as well, so that's not too bad. And with that said, let's get a mining truck on its way to stock up and drop off all of those goods. Likewise, over here we'll get yet another truck to send some goods that ways. And as you can see there, that did quite the number in filling up that order, so that's not too bad. Let's see what we can do here about sending some more. And yeah, I think this is the part where these larger orders take some time to complete. Now, oddly enough, you can't use these vehicles separately here, which is kind of weird. So, for example, I wanted to ship some stuff from plant number 20, and with that said, I mean, plant number 20 had a whole bunch of iron in reserve, but seeing as how the vehicle is locked down inside that other vehicle task slot, if you will, it wasn't, oddly enough, able to use that, which is kind of weird, but alright. So we'll fire off another one of those things. From looks like we moved further up in levels. We gained some achievements, some more of these points. So those things will be fairly useful. And that was a bulk delivery, so we also gained a few achievements there as well. So that's kind of neat. Hopefully it'll unlock some of the research stuff here, though doesn't seem to be any. Let's see, what else have we unlocked? Some more natural resources tools here. We have a lumber mill now, or sawmill now, which produces logs, which is one thing that we might invest in later on there. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And we also unlocked a fruit farm, a butchery as well for these. Ooh, that might be actually kind of useful. We could take the we can probably, later on we could start messing around with perhaps how we want to organize the different hierarchies of these goods, and to really just set up these production chains as to say how we want to send these goods around here and there. So that's definitely one possibility. And with these new skill points, I think we'll just put this into, let's see, what do we want to put this in? We can do some stuff about different things, working faster there. Let's see, capacity of workers in houses, that's not exactly something that we want to use too terribly much in. Buildings consume fewer resources when producing products. That would be useful if we had some sort of a production chain here, but unfortunately we don't, so that's perhaps not something that we want to invest in right now. Currently, though, there is indeed nothing particularly worthwhile in investing in. I'll just do Dirt Master here so that we can produce some more farming goods from our farms over here. I think we'll have to end the episode here. When we return, we'll play a bit more of Industry Giant. We might just leave off there, but hey, you never know. We'll see what we can find in episode 4.